Begins at 7, but let's hear from Steph Curry on the Warriors' bounce-back victory.
Hey, Steph, this is one of those nights where there were 4 20-point scorers, and one of them wasn't you. And that's not a knock on you. That's sort of the flow of the offense and what you're getting from the guys around you. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's just that's how our offense is kind of designed, over the course of 82. You know how certain teams defend, and if we're able to move the ball, take care of it. We had a little rough patch in the first half, but for the most part, especially in that third quarter, when we take care of the ball, we create good shots. Everybody's capable of finishing plays. Knowing how I can be an off-ball threat, create some chaos. We got to the line, guys knocked them down. Mo came in, huge energy for us. So that's how you get through a regular season, just the unpredictability, but the confidence that, everybody can step up.
I guess in that vein, I mean, you mentioned it, but it's, a big night from Podziemski, big night from Kuminga and Moody. How important is just like that, younger layer of the roster on certain nights this season, doing what they did tonight?
It's huge. Like, it's you got me, Draymond, Jimmy, trying to be the anchors, but when you have J.K. playing the way he has to start the year, BP starting to, figure out his spots and his confidence and keeping, things simple. Now that you got Mo back, you got another guy that can space the floor, knock down shots. Will coming in, changing the game defensively for us, cutting off the ball. Like, everybody has value, and we need everybody to contribute on a night-to-night basis. And if it's not your night, stat-wise, like whether you play 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is, come with the right energy because we feed off of that.
Steph, following up on what you're saying, any win is important, especially early in the year to get momentum. But when you're getting the wins when everybody does do it, does it do something differently for the locker room in those moments that you have top to bottom, everybody giving you something?
Yeah, you want to have moments where guys feel good. I think, let's keep it real, it's a human nature. Sacrifice and selflessness are great, and every team needs to have that. But to your point, you want to have moments where different guys shine, where it's not forced either. Like, there should be a natural energy where everybody comes out and, like I said, does the little things, comes with the right energy on the court. And over the course of the season, everybody will be rewarded with the spotlight where it looks good on the stat sheet. But to your point, we'll be able to win through that process as well. So you got to talk it, you got to live it, and believe that over the course of 82, everybody's going to, prove their value on our team.
Steph, just curious, kind of a
Stephen Curry, I love that. Sacrifice, selflessness. And you saw a lot of that tonight with the Golden State Warriors. Brendan Podziemski, Jonathan Kuminga leading the charge alongside Moses Moody.
What do you do when your leader is speaking like this? That's how you get everybody to buy in. Steph Curry has obviously bought in, and the whole team is listening to this leadership every day, and this is why they're the way they are.
And he set the tone tonight. He's in 16 points, 5 of 11, had a hot start to the first quarter, said, you know what, I'm going to take a back seat and let the youngest do their thing tonight.
And this is exactly what you want to see. Stephen Curry going out, as Festus is saying, not only setting the tone by the things that he's saying, but setting the tone by the way that he's playing, which is when you have someone like Stephen Curry feeling good, playing good, it is energizing. He is magical to watch, period, but imagine playing alongside him and you're setting a screen for him to get him open. You're Jonathan Kuminga getting him a pass perfectly in rhythm for a top of the key three. You love that, and that's what you want to play like. And here you go. Him encouraging his teammates to keep that connectivity, that unselfish ball up, and Steph Curry just continuing to be the leader he is.
I bet you if the Memphis Grizzlies coming into this game said, we're going to hold Steph to 16 points and only 11 shots tonight, I bet you they would take that every time.
Yeah.
But what it didn't count on is the Warriors countering with 36 assists. And I love the fact that they also took care of the ball in the second half.
Yes.
If they didn't have those 15 turnovers, imagine how many assists they would have tonight.
Right.
I thought it was beautiful basketball playing off of Steph. I don't care what kind of night Steph is having. The defense is always going to be keyed in on him. You're going to see double teams. At times, you're going to see triple teams. And I thought he did a great job of getting rid of the ball, getting into open guys, and those guys made plays. And that's when the Warriors' offense is at its best.
That's actually a really great point, because last year, when the Warriors started to kind of fall apart a little bit, you saw Steph playing a little bit more hero ball than you typically would like him to see. He was dribbling through the 2 to 3 defenders and not having anyone to pass it out to. So you really get excited about the fact that you've got a Jonathan Kuminga that can pass to him. You have Moses Moody coming in, spacing the floor, as he mentioned. You've got different options. And again, it's the diversification, it's the depth. At halftime, 10 of 12 players had scored.
Yep.
At halftime. That's great. That's great progress for the Warriors.
Yeah, 10 turnovers in the first half, as you mentioned. Fezzi just 5 in the second half. Curry only has 5 points in the second half, but Moses Moody and Podziemski had 18 in the third quarter combined. All right, Ja Morant. We talked about keeping Ja Morant out of the paint in this basketball game, and early on, it looked like that mission was going to be a failed mission, Fezzi, because he was getting loose. But then you see his overall stat line. They forced him to the three-point line. He didn't hit a three. He came in shooting 17% from the three-point line.
This is crazy,
and they hold him to 8 of 23.
Yeah,
what do you do there? But the help side defense, they did a great job of containing Ja Morant, especially in the second half.
Okay, second half defense was much different on Ja Morant than the first half. In the first half, Ja had 15 points, 6 assists, had gone to the free throw line 7 times. Second half, Ja had 8 points, 0 free throws. This is this is the whole point. 23 points on 23 shots, reducing his efficiency, making sure you contain his drive, because when he gets to the middle of the paint, he has the ability to finish over 3 guys like you just saw, and he has the ability to kick out to guys, and he's also a love threat. So all these things are the reason why you can't let him get there. The Warriors found a defensive lineup. It was with JK, it was with GP2, it was Brandon Podziemski got a shot on him. Draymond even got out there on him. It was physical with him. These defensive lineups are what is going to help the Warriors win games at different points of the season.
Will Richard picked his pocket at one point in this basketball game as well. So he saw a number of bodies on Ja Morant. But Z, you touched on it in the pregame show. Let's break it down. The help side defense on Ja Morant.
The biggest thing with a player like Ja Morant is that you can't make it look like he's got a wide open lane to the basket. Watch right now, Draymond Green. You've got Stephen Curry on Ja Morant. They did this switch so that he could be picked on, right? You look at that lane, and any other player driving to the basket might think they have it, but look at Draymond's show. All of that makes Ja Morant step, pivot, go, oop, let me get it out to Jock Landale. That's fine. That's what you prefer, rather than him driving up on Stephen Curry. Then in this same situation, Quentin Post is occupied with Jock Landale, but he stays his ground in front and makes it tough. At least, yes, we'll take a Ja Morant bucket where he has to finish around traffic. But again, instead of going out to Jock Landale, keeping a body in front of Ja Morant is important. I love the fact that as I'm looking at how Ja finished the game, 5 of 13 in the paint, that's 38%. Coming into this game, he was over 60% in the paint per game. That's what you want, not allowing him to finish easy.
And I thought Quentin Post was a lot better defensively after what we saw in Portland Friday night.
Well, yes, Quentin Post was much better, much more physical. I thought even in Portland, he did a good job of getting some key rebounds and putting them back. He's just getting better game by game. And what you want Quentin Post in the game for is a couple things. Spacing the floor, hitting some shots there, and then be big. Be big. You're 7 feet tall. Be big around the rim. Go get some rebounds. Push the guys out the paint. You know, when a guard drives in there, don't let them get anything easy. That's exactly what he did right there. I love it. Even the fact that Ja Morant still hit that shot, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to make them feel you every time.
No fouls, exactly.
Like Shaq used to say, I'll make them touch the earth if they come in the paint. That's exactly, that's exactly what he did. That's what the big fella's supposed to do.
Well, you know, I have a lot of respect for Vanderbilt. It's a tough school to get into. Academically strong. SF State, we know about their strong standards.
I thought you were about to give a shout out to Vanderbilt football. Is that
they're doing well? But I got to give a shout out to Yale. Got Miss Yale on the pedal here. It's time to go into Zenith.